here we have it, the anticipated game Hogwarts Legacy. I'll be playing this, making sure everything is accurate and there are no abysmal retellings. The work of Potter himself, maybe. Right. Here is our Hogwarts letter. Well, it's been a long time since I received one of these. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry as a 5th-year student. How interesting. How unlikely. A very rare occurrence that for magic to appear so late in life. Well, alright, term begins on the 1st of September, as always. Preliminary supplies have been collected for you and will accompany you on your journey to the castle. If only all of us could have been so lucky. As you may be aware, the decree for the reasonable restriction of underage sorcery prohibits the use of magic by those under the age of 17 outside school. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Fig to help you hone your spell casting before. Let me retake that again. That was not very good of me. However, due to your unique circumstances, the Ministry has graciously agreed to allow Professor Fig to help you hone your spellcasting before escorting you from London to the castle for the start of term feast and the sorting ceremony. Yours sincerely, Emma Weasley, Professor Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. Oh dear, it appears there will be a Weasley in this game. That's not quite what we wanted to see, however. He will be a Weasley far removed from those we knew at Hogwarts with Mr. Potter. So, let's start the game. Here we have it. Alright. None of these look particularly Snape-like, however. We need to find the one that resembles me the most. Well, what do we have here? Wrong colour hair there. But maybe we can find someone a little more suitable. Maybe we can do something, I don't know, with this guy in the next steps. A bit too freckly for Professor Severus Snape, unfortunately. But it may have to do. What about this chap here? No. Not Snape-like at all. This fella? No. Not quite. How about this, maybe? Let's see what other things we can do. We can change the face shape. Well. What else? The hair, of course. Very important. Which hair is most like my no, that is not at all. No, right. What can we do here? Not exactly, no. Well, it appears they don't have, maybe not a large enough range of hairstyles to accompany my tastes. See what else there is. No, not quite. Maybe that will have to do, I don't know. Maybe I'll just wear a hat. That would be unfortunate, however. Alright. Yes, this may need to do for now. What's this? No, that is not Snape-like at all, I don't think. Almost looks like Mr. Potter's hair during his 4th year. How ridiculous it was. Right, now we can go back and change a few more things, I think. Skin color, well, of course. I didn't get a tremendous amount of light exposure down in the dungeons. Let's have... Oh, that's not quite what I was meaning to do there. Let's look for the most Snapey. Or maybe... Oh, there we go, just past it, there we go. I guess that could work. What else can we do? Hair color, right. Oh. Some interesting colors there, but of course black is the color we are looking for, and that may suffice, I guess, if it must. Right. Scars, no, we don't have any of those. What about complexion? What does that change? Right. Maybe something like that, I guess. Here we are, that could almost be the great Severus Snape. But I feel maybe there is more we can do. Eye color, well. Not quite sure what to go for there. This depiction of Snape is ever so slightly incorrect, unfortunately. But for the maximum accuracy, we'll need to make sure we are correct here. Black eyes. Doesn't quite seem correct. How exactly does that work? His all eyes are black. Maybe dark brown. Could work. Purple? No. Oh. Maybe this down here will have to do. There we go. Eyebrows need to be a little bit more Snape-like. Let's go for something that really reflects my disdain for being at Hogwarts. That might do. What about this? No. No, not quite what we're going for there. Maybe this. Or these, no. This may be the best one after all. Right, scars, no. Complexion, all sorted. What's the little scissors? Ah, the hairstyle again, of course. Right. Make sure we've got this bit right. However, the selection here is not quite what we need, to be honest. No, there was no ponytails. That wasn't part of my luck at any point. difficult one, this, who'd have thought? Having long, greasy black hair was so hard to replicate. Probably this, I guess, but not quite really what I had in mind. Though this may have to do for a young Snape, that could work quite well, I think, maybe. At some point I'm sure they'll bring out more hairstyles to solve this issue that we have found, this problematic thing we have located here. Hopefully it will be solved. Alright, here we go. I think this may have to do it for now. Right. Voice, well.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
Oh.
That was quite something.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Oh, eager to get to Hogsmeade.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. That was quite something.
Right, well, I think we'll leave it with this voice one as already set. Normal sounds perfectly fine there as well. Don't want to make this too strenuous an activity. Severus Snape. That's not how I spell my own name, though. There we go. We can get this correct, at least, hopefully. Severus Snape. Well, it even comes up. I guess they were expecting me. How brilliant. There we are. Not quite what I was trying to do there. Severus Snape, no. We can try that again. We can definitely do better there, Severus. Alright. And move over. Snip. Easy enough. Here we go. Alright. And a wizard we are, in fact. Alright. Let's get ready to begin the journey here. And see what this is all meant to be. Alright, start your journey. Here we go.
Ah, it appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit
There's
more
a
time to spend on
strange
spellcasting.
expression
I
there.
presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Oh.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, well.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
I'd rather not, but if we
Ages since I've
must...
been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Seems to not be... No horse or anything there. Maybe a Thestral, but where on earth were the reins? Oh. Quite the display there of apparating indeed very similar to the beginning of these Harry Potter films. Well, really, I thought they wanted to distance themselves from Potter, as I'm sure everyone does. Alas, here we go. A shame, to be sure, but quite necessary, I guess.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who
Must be
is
quite
your
a
travelling
long
companion?
journey.
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How
Well,
extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
I think we'll
Mr.
be
Osric
the
is prone
judge
to
of
flattery.
that.
I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
Huh?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat.
What have
And
we seen
it was
there?
your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities.
Oh,
Before I could
indeed.
respond,
The plot
Received
thickens,
this.
it would seem.
It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly. To keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Very interesting.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We did.
Oh my. That was certainly unexpected. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that, I guess, confirms the other chap died there and then. How sad. Oh dear, oh dear.
Give me your hand!
An impressive display of magic from Professor Fig there. It appears he cast both wandless magic there.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Alright, let's heal up and proceed. A good potion, Wiggenweld, crafted many times myself.
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure.
Look around.
But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
Ah, that would explain.
I'm feeling better, sir.
That-
If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close.
The patient
We've no
clearly
idea
did
who created
very
this
well.
portkey. Or why.
Right, let's move around. Let's have a look. Oh, well, I can already say that it is exceptionally better to look at than the other Harry Potter games I've been forced to play. Can we do some climbing on these rocks? Yes, well, look at that. How interesting, and there's so many wonderful rock from climbed all the way up, but nothing over here, so I'm not sure why I did that. I'm just curious, I guess. Climbed again, there we go. A very athletic student. What is this? The head of here. How intriguing. Alright, let's continue. Here we go. Bright outside indeed. Oh, wow.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled.
Yeah.
We're somewhere in the Scottish
Far
Highlands.
So,
indeed.
those ruins.
How on earth could he have
Portkey
known
was
that?
meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason.
How
And
wonderful
I believe that
those
she and now George died
building
in pursuit
is.
of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if
I
we
would
can
have said
find the
no,
path,
but
however faded it may be.
apparently we must. I must admit, young Snape here is not quite the chip off the old block I was hoping he was. Mind our step. I guess we're forced to mind our own step. Unfortunately, there. What about this, though? We can knock that off. There we go. Well, it bounced. How unlikely. Indeed. What about this other one here? Let's play a round of football, Professor. Why not? We are British, aren't we? I'll pass to you. And then you try and score. No. Sadly, we lost that one to the sea as well. Alright, let's continue if we must, however. I would rather just get back to Hogwarts.
Where do you suppose your wife got the portkey that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a
get another of those
long-forgotten
off
form
there
of
on this
ancient
one.
magic.
Oh, well, look at this. Here we go. Very athletic, aren't we? There we are. I don't recall rolling around in any jewels myself, but maybe some jump or climb. Ah. Well, there we have. Can I jump on this? No. Right. There we go. Professor is very spry to be getting up that. Look at him go. Well, athletic
Ancient
in
magic.
his older age,
Yes,
isn't he?
a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Right, we've got our wand out here. Can we do anything with it? No, maybe not just yet. Alright, Professor. How do we proceed? Well, oh my. Blimey, I thought for a moment he had
Hogwarts
just
Castle was
jumped
built
off
by,
the cliff.
and is itself a stronghold of that ancient
Could
magic.
you imagine?
I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the
Destroy a
path
few
down
more
below.
vases while
This
we're
way.
here. Trying to go this way, I'm afraid.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
The one who wields it indeed. To be sure. Alright, Professor, where to now? Hop, 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 indeed. Alright, can we just get
Is
back
that
to Hogwarts
ice?
already?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Alright, let's do this. Here we go, a basic cast indeed. This sort of structure definitely reminds me of those Harry Potter games where he would have to destroy the goo around a door. I don't recall seeing any of that in Hogwarts, however, but if we must, let's cast the spell. There we go. Well cast, quite close to it unfortunately. Got hit by one of the shards. Ah. Use your camera to select an active target. Some players prefer to select targets and move the avatar with the same thumbstick by disabling camera relative targeting in settings. That's a little too complex for me. Unfortunately, these Muggle games are a bit trying. Oh, I thought I did that for a moment then. Although I enjoy the casting. There we go. Alright.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Yes, indeed. However, we've already seen your climbing abilities. They are formidable. Best destroy all of these. There can be no evidence vases were ever here. Not sure what he just said, but I'm sure he was complimenting my work in destroying the vases. There we go. Easy as that.
Ah, up there.
But where was I meant to be looking then? I feel like my camera... Ah, right. Okay. Here we go.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Indeed it is, but what's over this way? More vases. Make sure that... Oh? What have we found here? A chest. 63 galleons, my word. 63 galleons. I could feed the Weasleys for their entire lives. Not money that should be trifled with or left in a chest in the middle of nowhere. Well. Alright, let us continue. Here we go. Right, Professor, where to now? Slow and steady wins the race, Professor.
Steady yourself.
That's what I just said.
Reparo.
Wow. Very impressive use of Reparo here. Very impressive indeed. It would appear he repaired the ground beneath the path as well. Impressive. Alright, continuing up here. Here we go. Almost there indeed. Just take that out for you, Professor, before we move on. And this one here, yes. Easy as that. Fly away the birds. Where
Why
are
would
these
someone build
statues?
this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That
Yes,
portkey
indeed.
led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Well, this vase for one, and this one. Take those out. Oh. Okay, indeed, we will do so. Press and hold to do this, yes. And the path to Hogwarts. Very good. What is over here? We can investigate this. Alright, good. Destroy the vases first. Why not? And over here, there we are. Alright. Wow, this is quite remarkable.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking?
Indeed, I'm sure we will go find out, but before that, I wish to go and investigate that statue I only held off for a moment. Why, what is with all the chains? I don't know. Thank you very much, Gerber, for following. 5 points to your house. It is very much appreciated. Right, where was I again? Ah, yes, here we go.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his
Where
home.
is he? His home, as in who? I wonder if this could be Merlin, or would that be a little too impressive, I guess. Let's try a few more of these while we're at it. For some reason it is rather calming. I can't quite say why. Right, let's walk up to this.
What's this? Professor Fig!
Oh, wow. Look at that. Is that a mirror of this room? No, I don't think so.
How odd.
It does look like
Why
maybe
would someone have conjured that
Gringotts.
enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I
Oh,
don't see
indeed.
anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Does he not see it? It appears not. Right, we're in a sort of slow mode now, unfortunately, so I guess we'll continue through here. If we must. Can we go through here, or do we investigate? Let's see what happens there.
What in Merlin's name?
Indeed.
Godric's heart.
Seems to have got... Oh.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Oh my. We're through to the other side, and this does look a lot like Gringotts, maybe. That would be my guess. Oh. What is that sound? Ah. Seems to be a goblin just snoozing away here. Let's go and see him. Good sir, hello. You might want to wake up. No, he doesn't seem to be rousing from his sleep. You have the bad category. I'm not sure what that means, I'm afraid. Oh, I have the wrong... I do know what you mean, yes.
It can't be. Just a moment.
Thank you very much for that one. Just a moment. Don't forget to press done as well. Muggle technologies. They are too much for me sometimes. Well,
Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely.
The key? Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
ah. How
This way, then.
elaborate. The portkey to a portal to Gringotts, and the portkey itself is the key for the bank. Well, quite fantastical. Thank you there for the follow and 5 points to your house. Actually make that 10 points for pointing out the wrong category. Here we go. Very intriguing to see what is in this vault.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service.
Very interesting
Take a
indeed.
breath.
A what?
Oh,
That waterfall washes away all enchantment.
yes.
It's a security measure.
The
Experience
thieves' downfall. Ah, just as I said.
These are the lower vaults that we're passing
There
now.
we
How
go.
deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was
Extraordinary
founded
deep.
over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Well. How intriguing. One of the first vaults.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
He doesn't seem to find it as momentous, unfortunately.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
Well. Interesting indeed. Alright,
Here we
seems
are.
we are here.
When was the last time this
There we
vault
go.
was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
Oh
In
my.
that time, no one has visited Vault 12. Until today.
And yet they still keep someone there. Seems like quite a money pit. I wonder how long he's been waiting there himself.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
In there go. Alright, let's go have a look ourselves. Let's have a quick one. What on earth is this? Ah, a little chest with some gold in right outside the vault. I hope the goblin over there doesn't mind me taking it for myself. Almost seems like something Mr. Potter would do, but... well. How remarkable these caves are. Obviously, myself, I have a vault in Gringotts, and it is just like this, to be sure. Alright. Let's continue. Here we go.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Oh.
Wait.
Professor?
How
That was certainly unexpected.
bizarre.
Let me think.
Uninspected indeed. There seems to be
must be
something
something
maybe
here.
over there.
Revelio, perhaps?
Yes, Revelio.
Revelio.
Yes, a
Reveal
charm.
your
No time like the present.
secrets.
Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Oh, alright. What on earth do we need to do? Steady your wand and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion. Alright. Oops. Oh no, can we make it in time? Oh, there we go. Revelia. Maybe not so perfect, but
Revelio.
cast anyway.
There! I saw something.
Oh, there we are.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Alright, see what else is in this vault. However, I am intrigued. Not much. Someone left a couple of... they seem to be cups. Some goblets. None of them on fire, fortunately enough. Alright, let's try this again. Revelia.
A door.
Wow.
Well, that's a start. There's that
Start
symbol again.
indeed.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals
Staring
the
at
way
us there.
forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Alright, let's go. Find the secrets. Here we go.
Lumos!
Dark
This is
here
no ordinary
indeed.
vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out?
Very dangerous to
think
take
this is some
student
test?
into this, is
I
it
do.
not?
But to what end, I can't say.
No.
Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Not out of Gringotts, to be sure. Only if what happens if we leave him, I am curious. He just turns around, waits for us. Good. Good to see that he has some modicum of, I guess, well-being, looking out for the students.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Yes, indeed. Quite a glare indeed. Let's go over and investigate for ourselves. Oh. Just stand on it and... How did he know how to do that?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
Yes,
That
indeed.
statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Yes, right. Well, maybe if we cast Revelia, we might find out what is there.
Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
There
It
it
is. The
is.
reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned
intriguing.
in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Right, why are we casting Lumos now? Alright, we'll do it. Let's get a boost. And another boost. There we go. Lumos. Cast perfectly, I may say. Alright. You acquired the one lighting charm, Lumos, which has automatically been slotted to your spell list. Yes, but how did we learn it? I don't recall him being taught Lumos. How very interesting, alright. Right trigger and Y.
Lumos.
Well done.
There we go.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Can we match it up? We can indeed. There we are. Oh no. Hold on. Right. Some sort of trap maybe laid out for us here.
Look out!
Oh dear.
Protego!
Good job he knew Protego, indeed. Many in one there, very well done. Ah, more, however. What can we do? We can whack some of them. There we go. Just like that. Oh dear. Protego, incoming attacks. Alright, let's try that. How do we know when one is incoming? There we go. Just like that. Easy enough. Why is this one just waiting? There we go. Get a few hits on before the professor takes him out. Oh, fantastic. Liblock, if I don't say so myself. I should miss that one. Not good at all. There we go. Destroy all of these statues.
Stay close.
Is that not close enough? There we go. Right. Very. Oh. Looked almost as if he just vanished then.
Professor! Professor Fig!
He did.
Professor, where are you?
We've been
This
abandoned.
isn't good.
No, not good at all.
Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Ah, they are indeed. Let's follow the wisps. A wisp has never been known to cause any trouble thereabout. Ah, another of these ancient magic symbols.
That's where they're
Well,
leading me. That glow again.
let's try and do this again. Here we are. Oh dear, alright, Revelio, and let's see what's here. We seem to have a couple more statues.
I'm on my own this time.
Yes, that could be a problem, however.
Lumos.
We'll see what we can do. Let's make this one, yes, look that way. Very good, and this chap here. Look over here. There we are, stood up very neatly, and finally over here, this good sir, come over here.
Combine these statues with their reflections.
Yes, that's what we've been doing, have you not noticed? The last one. Ah,
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
dear. Right, here's a line. Ah, so I need to stand in the spot to make them all align at once. I see, how clever. Alright. Here we go. Get a few quick hits on that chap there. Protego from this guy, fantastic. These ones seem to go down quite a lot quicker than the ones from before. That's very fortunate. Easy enough for us there for the great Severus Snape. Hold wide during Protego to stun enemies with a stupefy counter-attack. There we go. Block and then a stupefy counter-attack. How expertly done there. Let's try it ourselves and continue. Alright. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Stupefy.
Ah. Not even the one he was going for originally. Alright.
Protego.
Oh, that wasn't very nice of him there.
Stupefy.
And again, countering to a different opponent altogether.
Stupefy.
At least the right opponent there. Let's just finish up the rest.
Protego.
Brilliant count. Ah, unfortunate there. Countered before we needed to counter. Easy enough for us here. Just take out these. Stupefy him. Nice. Well, there we go. Easily done. Alright. More wisps. Looks like we'll need to do that again. We're going to have to use Lumos, I think. Here we go. Off we go. Follow the wisps. We can sprint as well. Quite dangerous to be sprinting around here in the dark. What on earth is this? Very innate structure there. Alright, investigate. Let's see what there is to be seen. Door has opened up for us. Let's go. Alright, investigate. Why not? Why not see what there is to be seen here? Intriguing. I wonder if this is some sort of potion. I do hope so.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive
Pensive.
for viewing memories.
How interesting.
I wonder...
I do believe the pensive was found where Hogwarts was built. So why there is another here, I do not know.
Follow my lead.
In there, go. See what memories lurk within. How intriguing. Who is this old wizard? I do not yet know. And this fellow here, who is this?
The portkey is well hidden. Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot
Charles
will not be
Rookwood.
enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles,
What
which all
could
wizard who
this
completes
be?
the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
intriguing.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it
The
seems,
plot, it seems,
are the
thickens
key to
here.
understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Oh, indeed.
Someone's coming.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Who is this Ranrock?
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just Give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir,
Indeed.
they have
Quite
the key to
the
the vault.
situation here.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have
Yeah. This poor goblin.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Indeed. Both blasting away. Oh, it seems like maybe there are some defenses on this room. How fortunate indeed. Here we go. Quite brilliant. Not only defenses, but it seems a way out. And yeah. Run, Professor, run. Let's hope he can make it. Yes. There we go.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never
Is
seen
he
so powerful a
indeed?
goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
How bizarre indeed.
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Sorting ceremony to get to indeed. Let's hurry along. How fortunate they were transported so close. The Hogwarts train, remarkable. And Hogwarts, the castle itself, how wonderful indeed. Quite remarkable, I must say. Yes, indeed. Alright. An intriguing start to the game that was. This might be sufficiently good.
Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Yes, that will be
I'm
a
no
problem,
expert,
I'm sure.
but that seems more appropriate. Now,
Well, that's so easy.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Right, here we go, the sorting ceremony. It appears they're just in time. Phineas Nigellus Black, of course, I am quite familiar with him,
Phineas,
having known his
Nigellus
portrait very well.
Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig,
Nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's
Oh,
over.
dear.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If
What
you're lucky,
a
we
nice
might still be able to get you sorted
chat.
this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Here we go. Into the sorting ceremony. Fake Harry
Professor
Potter sat
Weasley.
there.
We've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
How fantastic.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Indeed.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an
Hopefully we'll be
adventurous
sorted
spirit.
into Slytherin much
Your
like
professors
myself.
have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder. I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Seems... Ambition. Of course,
it
we are
ambition?
ambitious.
I may seem single-minded, but it is
Be
important
the greatest
to go after
potion
what you want
master
from life.
of all.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition.
How powerful is this sorting hat?
Eagerness for power. Perhaps
Able
you
to
belong
read
Slytherin.
minds. Slytherin. There we go, just like that. How wonderful. I will accept, no doubt. Slytherin, how
Slytherin!
brilliant. Well, there we go, we've even unlocked some sort of trophy. And my robes have been changed just like that. Look at the other Slytherins. Even the Gryffindors are happy for me. For some reason.
And one more thing. Due to the
Oh,
unfortunate
dear.
injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
What a
Enough.
shame.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Were we meant to cheer or something, or are we... Is that how he dismisses
Quite an
us? A
entrance.
shame.
It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to
Ah,
it, sir.
finally get to our common
As I
room.
was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Well, let's begin. Sorting hat just chilling there, as
It's
some
quite
muggles would
uncommon
say.
for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much.
Good.
This is the entrance to the
Tea.
Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Aspiration,
Very
well, a good password
Aspiration.
indeed. there we have it.
Well done.
Quite brilliant.
Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Through we go.
I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Thank you very much. How am I to know where I should be going within the dormitory, however? Who assigns the beds?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Well, here we are in the Slytherin dormitory. How wonderful. Let's see what we can do around here. What an interesting little box that was. Someone has been doing a lot of reading. Maybe too much reading, one might say, for a Slytherin, however. Come over here. What on earth is this? We have 3 apples. Good to see. Very fancy dormitory indeed. Much better than what Mr. Potter had to endure. Through we go. There we are. Opens the door just like that. Ah, very interesting chamber. This very nice indeed. What is through these other doors? More sleeping arrangements. Somebody has that exact same box there. We can shoot it with our magic. In fact, this seems to be the exact same space, almost. As if I had been transported from one room to the very same room. Let's go this way. See what is around here. How wonderful. Some wonderful snake-esque art over there. 4 years. Whatever they got through here. Not many 4th years, it would seem. A nice brazier sort of thing going on here. Keeping themselves warm. It can get quite cold in the dungeons, unfortunately. But that is not a problem at all. Alright. Here we go. I don't need to check out every room. This could get quite tedious. Ah, but we can run, so that is fantastic. Alright. Let's go. Here we are. Into a part of the common room. How wonderfully fantastic. We got some music playing. Is it coming from this? What happens when we interact with this? I'm not quite sure if anything. There we are. Yeah, we just seem to look at it. I'm not quite sure what's meant to be happening there, but well. Let's have a chat with this painting here. Oh, he's coughing. Wasn't painted at the best time, maybe. That chap up there. We'll have a look round here. What a wonderful little place. How very nice. What does this do? Ah, we can just munch on one of these cakes. How nice. Right next to a skull. Hope that's not what happened to the last person who ate one of those. That would be a shame indeed. That's quite a nice painting there. What's this painting doing? Ah. This suit of armor seemed to be doing something there. I wonder what happens if we cast a bit of a Reveille in here. No, nothing as of yet. What are these chaps doing here?
Stargazing the other night. Not a cloud in the sky. I've never
Right into my face. How rude of you.
You should hear Shah talking about divination. It's a wonder Onai's ears don't catch a light.
What on earth are they on about? Ah, through into the common room
I
itself.
suppose some introductions are in order.
Yes, maybe indeed. He's been given a specific list of people to introduce himself to. There we spin this. How nice. Spin it again, why not? Alright.
Can't imagine starting new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Let's have a look how we can eat some of this. How nice. Alright. Can we get through these chaps here? No. Would you not just please let me through here? I need to go all the way around because of you. That is extraordinarily rude, even for a Slytherin. Spin this again. Let's go chat with this fella here, Sebastian. Hello there, Sebastian.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new
That was
fifth
a
year.
weird little nod
I'm Sebastian
there. What was
Sutter.
that meant to mean?
Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Yes,
Still,
and died at the beginning.
impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Indeed.
It was dreadful,
It was
certainly, but
exciting.
quite an experience nonetheless.
Indeed.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What
book
was
were
he
you
reading?
Spellbook I
Let's
picked up.
find out.
Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough.
shame.
But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
And indeed, what does he mean by
Saying
that?
some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts.
No,
Which one?
it seems.
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Well, thank you very much for that. I almost look blonde there. What are these chaps doing?
Stems solely from my desire to excel in potions. If you can't brew with it, don't grow it, I say. I could want
Yes, indeed. Alright, let's move on. See what else is over here. What is going on with this? Well, how interesting. All sorts over here. What is this? Let's have a little Revelio. See if there's anything lurking around here. What's going on with this? I'm not quite sure. How interesting. What is this? What did I just do? Oh dear. That vase probably stood there since before I was born. Hopefully not, however. Who's to say? Ah, it's water falling, of course. Oh dear. What will be wrong? Is there a problem with me leaving my common room? What is the problem? Will it tell me off? Let's see what happens if we... No, in fact, let's continue. Let's be good. Alright. What else have we got around here? We'll sprint through here. Who is this? You're not someone I need to talk to, so I can't. I unfortunately can't cast on you. Ooh, knocked some books over there. Oops. Dear, oh dear. How wonderful. What is this creature here? Quite intriguing, and looking out onto the bottom of the Black Lake. Very nice indeed. Very, as the kids would say, cool indeed. And here as well, very nice. Quite fantastic. Let's go over here and talk with this fellow. Why not? Who and do what? Ah, they're playing wizard chess over here,
I
are they?
wouldn't do that if I were you.
That's what you just said. Why are you saying that again? What an intriguing situation they've wound up in
Might want to
here.
think that again.
He's not done a move. Not yet, anyway. Alright. Seem to have lost both knights. What happened there? What sort of opening was being
Might want
played?
to think that again.
I'm not sure. Let's talk to her anyway.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Oh,
Told
dear. A terrible
You should have listened to me.
attempt to block that mate there. He should have indeed, I guess.
You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day,
Indeed.
taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Yes, well, we handle it
And I think you're
ourselves.
underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Indeed it would.
Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these
Well, we'll
days I'll
have
show
to
you a thing or
see
two about flying. I can
that,
teach you more than
think.
Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Well, off you go, I guess. Seem to know about wizard
Are you
chess,
a
well, why
keen
not
wizard
ask
chess fan?
that?
You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see
The
it?
student definitely seems like a Slytherin. Do
you
you
have a lot of
fly a
time to
lot?
fly
Well,
during
of course she
I make
does.
the
She
time.
wouldn't have said
There's
that
nothing
before.
like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
I guess farewell
Goodbye,
then,
Mother.
off
Nice meeting
you go. She's not left, she's still here. Why? Oh, well, let's move on and find this chap we need to speak to as well. Hello there.
I think I heard one.
Oh?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a
Oh
memorable
my.
arrival.
Ominous Gaunt, what a name. He does seem quite ominous, and a gaunt indeed. Well, that is quite a scary prospect indeed. Voldemort, he who must not be named, came from this fellow's line. Quite interesting. I really like to
Well,
make an entrance.
If I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Do you suspect you'd be in Slytherin? He asks an heir of Salazar Slytherin. Well,
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of
there
the 4
we
founders
go.
of Hogwarts. Not something I'm
My
especially proud
goodness.
of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his
Indeed,
descendants
he
do not fall far
was.
from that tree.
the mermaids often
Did
appear
that
inside
student
the
say he
common
thought he
room.
heard a
Well,
mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
how intriguing. Nice meeting
Thank you,
you.
Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was
Not
all mine.
ominous at
Don't be a
all.
stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Oh dear. That would be me indeed. Oh, what's over here? Something we can take a look at. Oh. interesting, quite frightening. This, why? What is the purpose of this? I seem to be inside a student now. Is that something we can do? We can't walk through the others. In fact, I just knocked her over. Oh dear. Well, I am sorry about that. What kind of things can we reveal here? What does this thing do here? I don't know. Who are you? You're standing around. No one of importance, it would seem. Alright, unfortunately nothing I could reveal, unfortunately. I wonder what's up all those stairs there, but apparently we need to go this way now. Surely some interesting stuff could be hidden around here. Maybe not. Here we go. Long way up all of these stairs. Alright.
Good morning.
Oh.
I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts.
Professor Weasley.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it.
How long has he been
you
dreaming of
only have
it?
one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
Yeah, they expect him to catch up on 5 years.
Your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
What could that be? A book?
Here you are.
Well, an exceedingly magical book it would seem. Alright.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Good
It would be
to know.
wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
That we will indeed.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Alright, let us go. What's this over here? Let's have a quick look at this.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Will it now? How grand. Right, where are we going? Here is this student here.
The guide will give you opportunities
Why
to
does he
practice
think
your
he's
magic
joining in?
and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Alright, little 360 there from Professor Weasley.
Keep up.
I am keeping up.
Cast Revelio on that
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide.
Oh yes. Here we go. Let's see what it says. Kelpie statue. This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long-maned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is in the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. Well, there you go. Very intriguing. Alright, well, we're gonna open the field and what button is that? That is this, alright, here we go. The wizarding level XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. That is extraordinary. The field guide tracks your current challenges. Challenge progress. Select challenge menu to... indeed, we will. 1%. Oh my. This may take a while. Very good indeed. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Indeed, let's leave that for now. Where is the professor going?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
Alright,
Inside
that
and
we
outside of the
shall indeed. Off we go, Professor, nice and slow. Ah, the entrance has reopened there, but we are not going in this time, no. That student, however, is on their way, no, heading somewhere else, it would seem. Oops.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
If we must, alright, here we go. Central Hall. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the house, common rooms, and the Great Hall, alright. The Grand Staircase, no. The Great Hall. It's the Grand Staircase where we're going. Very good, let's return to the map. Intriguing indeed. Select the library annex region. Alright, where is that? Is that this? Very good indeed. And heading to the Central Hall, it would seem. Let's go. Why not? I don't recall these when I was at Hogwarts myself. They must have been taken away, but
And here we are.
they would be
Quite
very
the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central
interesting.
Hall. You can get almost
Here we
anywhere in the
go.
castle quickly from Central Hall.
Good to know.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
There you go, King's
That
Cross
should be all for
Station.
now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you
Oh
get to
my.
Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Well, thank you,
Professor
Professor.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
Indeed,
Your
we
professors
do.
have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
That
He's been
is
terribly
correct.
vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact, what should we say here? I guess maybe we'll
I'm
just...
sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
There you go.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Indeed, it would
I'm
seem.
afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
This is true.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
And,
Very well. Enough
indeed.
chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Good
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Right. We can talk to Professor Fig. Do we want to do that? I guess we will.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly
Has
certain
any
she suspects that
Slytherin
we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now.
Indeed.
We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides,
fantastic.
and
That
so that
is...
I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Oh. Yes, let's have a look. Alright, open the map. Here we go. Very good to know. Alright. Track a quest. Okay, what quest could we track here? Defense against the dark arts class. Sure, let's track one.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
Extremely handy indeed.
Sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Mr. Ollivander, no, surely not the same.
For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Alright, well, that is good to hear.
There's something in there. I just know it. I thought that was the purpose.
Who's chatting over here? Seem to potentially have some sort of thing going on here. Let's have a look. See what can be revealed. Field guide page. Let's see. This ornate fountain features intricately carved statues of denizens of the magical world, including a set of stone sirens encircling the fountain's base. Indeed it does. How intricate, how wonderful indeed. A little battle going on there. Who was saying that? Who was interrupting me just then?